He gives power to the weak, and to those who have no might, he increases strength. But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 29 and 31. Welcome to the Source Error Podcast, where every story has its source. It's your host, Emem Frank, and of course here with me, Etietop Daniel.
Hello, amazing listeners. It's Etietop Daniel here again. I'm so super excited to be here again in the studio doing this with my amazing friend Emem. You are looking so good. You are looking so gorgeous.
Oh, thank you so much. And to think that, I caught this cold and it was trying to dampen on my shine, but I didn't let it happen.
Yeah,
So,
you're a child of God, and you can
yeah,
everything is under your feet. You have the
exactly.
authority.
I just had to show forth the glory of God. And
Yeah.
it's been amazing. I just bless God.
Wow, that's good. That's good. So, I believe that we have gotten a lot of feedback from our,
Man, it's been
previous episodes.
huge. It's been huge. I have to confess, I can't just seem to get over, a very first podcast we heard last week, which was so inspiring and super uplifting. Talking on faith, what it really is, and what it means to walk in faith. I must say, if you haven't listened to that very podcast,
Go get it. Go get it. No, clock it. No, you used to say clock it.
I
Clock
wouldn't
it.
say you missed, but you
you,
still have a chance.
you
Come
still
on.
stand a chance to
Yes.
get that podcast. So, guys, just go get that podcast. It's out there on Spotify, on YouTube. It's everywhere. The podcast is everywhere. So just go get it. Listen to it. You're gonna be super blessed. I'm telling you. You'll get back and then you tell us that you got something, because in every discussion there's always a solution. There is always a light, and we are all light bearers, and we carry the fire of God. And we are not just doing this by ourselves. So today we are going to dive straight into a fresh topic, something that you're not going to forget in a while. So I just believe you're going to stay locked in as we dive into this podcast.
So, on that note, today we'll be discussing on the strength to carry on.
Well, strength to carry on. Wow, this is so interesting, because in this season, this is what we really need in this season. Yeah,
A lot has been going
a lot have
on.
been going on. A lot of people have been going through things. Like, I've been hearing, people complaining. People are going through traumas. People are going through depression, and I feel this is what we really need in this time. There's nobody that is an island. There's no one that will say that they don't have this difficult time. They don't have this stress moment.
Certainly.
So this moment is going to be a time where we have to cool off. So I believe Emem is super pumped, like
I
it's
am
super pumped. Energy, there's energy. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so let's get on a quick break. When we are back, we're gonna get on our discussion.
Need daily encouragement, powerful prayers, and Bible-based inspiration? Visit prevailingprayers.com. Your place for faith, hope, and spiritual strength every day. That's prevailingprayers.com.
Welcome back to the discussion, and today we say we're going to be talking about the strength to carry on, and I believe your strength is now.
The discussion we are having today, Etietop, is one that, when I sat down and I was preparing for this, it brought back so much memories, because I don't think there's anybody who has not been in a place where they are in need of strength. Life generally is full of challenges.
Yeah,
There is no,
difficulties.
yes, there's nobody that moves on with life smoothly. At some point, you'll find yourself stuck, and you'll be trying to find a way. You try to see how you can come out of it. So, personally, I've had my own fair share of those moments where I needed the strength to keep going. Take, for instance, when I lost my dad in 2021.
Wow.
It was,
Painful.
it was one of the most devastating moments for me. At that point, I don't know how I came, like, it was difficult coming to the realization, but I found myself more in a place of thanksgiving. I remember when my sibling broke the news to me. At first, I cried, but I didn't want to remain at that point. I didn't want to remain on that spot. So I got up, put on my speakers, and I was blowing the house with music, with songs. I was dancing, and if you had seen me at that point, you would think maybe I had gone
Yeah,
nuts.
that was kind of
Yeah.
crazy. Someone would look at that and feel like you're kind of crazy.
I
How?
was literally dancing with tears rolling down my eyes.
Seriously.
I don't know why, but for some reason I felt like I was trying to, come to a realization that everything isn't spoiled. Like,
I would like to ask what prompted you to, to behave in that kind of manner. Someone that just received that kind of breaking news, just had breaking news, and then the moment you receive it, you said you jump up, you put up music, and then you start dancing. What knowledge did you have? Because
oh,
there's something that prompted you to be in that kind of state.
okay. So I must rephrase this. When I say that I jumped up, not like it wasn't in a place of excitement.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't cry. When someone receives news of a loved one's demise, the natural thing there is you see the person break down in tears, probably wailing and all of that. I did that naturally. It's I mean the shock that will come, it's going to come with with the tears and everything. But what happened was that I was quick to realize that that's not where I need to remain.
Yeah,
If I
yeah.
remain on that spot, I probably would lose my mind.
Yeah.
So it was a revelation for me that I needed to be thankful. I mean, find something to hold on to. It has always been God all the way. Even when things are difficult, I've always been holding on to God. And I needed a place where I could, show God something. Maybe He could take cognizance of my actions and probably turn things around. I don't know, but I just needed to shift
You needed a
from.
comfort. You needed comfort.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I needed to shift from the natural thing. I mean, when the enemy sees you broken, it's an excitement for him, and I didn't want him to have the satisfaction of that. So that was me, trying to confuse the enemy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, that was
So
just
I
it.
think that action alone is, is now showing or is now complementing this word that they say, count it all joy in every situation. Count it all joy. I think joy is the final solution to every downtime. There are several legends and heroes who has walked through the path of difficulty, challenge moments, and and they came out strong. They overcame, and then they make the biggest
Impact.
impact on earth, and those impacts are felt by a lot of people on earth. So I just imagine if they had given up, if they had lost their faith, if they had you know throw in the towel, I don't know how it would have been for us who are benefiting. Say for example, the story of Thomas Edison. History has got it that he tried the light bulb for several times. I think is it
10,000
seen ten
times.
thousand times, and finally he got it. And now that's how we now enjoy the
The
bulb,
light
the light,
bulbs
the
we
bulb.
have.
I know the bulb, the
And it
in
has,
different
improved.
colors.
It has even improved in, larger, larger dimensions.
Dimension. You can have fancy light. We have all those stuff. So these are quite amazing. It's a craft that someone didn't back down. It's a skill that someone didn't. But so right there, you may be in a place of in a place of difficulty.
If I were to be Thomas Edison myself, I'm not sure. I probably would have tried 5 times, 6 times, maybe
And
on
then
the
give up
seventh time.
and
I would just say,
just
okay,
say
7 is the perfect number.
and
No
then
more. I'm not doing this. So
so
that
they
was strength. I
yeah
mean, it's so amazing how someone would try something for that long and he didn't give up. I try
yeah
to imagine, sometimes I try to see if I can get into understand the mind to which he used
now
in
to
achieving what he
yeah
did,
yeah yeah
because that's strength in itself. In as much as we see it as persistence. He persevered,
Yeah,
and
but there was this inner strength, because I guess he wouldn't have done it on its own. There was this inner power that he generated to keep moving in that number of times that he tried.
yeah.
So I believe there's no perfect time to give up. There's no perfect number of times you tried. You keep trying, just keep pushing. You know, there's no time to say let me give out this moment. You
No,
still need,
it's not an option
if
at
it is
all.
in you, if it is a vision that you have carried, if it's an assignment, if it's a career path that you have started, keep it true. If you're already seeing it, just keep it true. You will finally get to where.
At this point, I need to say this. I was listening to this podcast. One of my favorites, um, entrepreneurs, and he was talking on business and finance, and he said, it gets to a time when you decide that, okay, it's important for you to give up. When people give you motivational speech that you shouldn't give up, you should keep going, there actually is a time where you should give up. But I don't think that is applicable to everyone, especially for people that are running with vision.
Vision, yes,
Yeah,
true.
people who are running with
Are
vision,
different.
they're so different.
Different, yeah.
They're already seeing things that no one will see,
Yeah,
no matter
yeah.
how it doesn't make sense to anybody. As long as they have already seen, they've already envisioned that future, they know they will get there. And I believe that was what happened with Thomas Edison.
Yeah.
He already saw that this thing was his. I'm sure if he had given up, someone else would have picked it up and
And just do
definitely
it.
would have still had bulb lights, but it probably wouldn't have come from Thomas Edison. He decided that he was going to be the one to produce the light bulb,
Yeah.
and he made that happen. So that's just it.
So definitely we have reasons to stay true to our vision. We have reason to stay true to our assignments. And time will always tell. That's what I always talk to my friends. Say time will tell. No matter how hard things are right now, no matter how difficult it may seem, no matter how unreal, like you look at the vision, you look at the assignment you are going on, it's as if it's difficult. What is going on? Like I'm trying this thing out. How many times will I try it out? And then it's look as if nothing is going on. Just my dear, just keep pushing, because at the end of the tunnel, like it's always said, there is light, and this light is not meant to be only for you. It is light of the whole world, and that's how I want my life to be. Definitely,
Yes.
I want my life not to just
Same
revolve
here.
around me. I want my life to be a life where every other person will lodge.
Yes.
It's like a building. It's like a lodge. It's like a tree. The Bible talking about that tree, it said a seed, a mustard seed, when it's sown, it's very small. But when it grows, birds of the air lodge on it. It means now that the difficult time you are going through is like a seed. It's like a sacrifice. So you don't need to back down. You have to just keep pushing, because at the end it's not only you. It will impact a whole lot of people.
Yeah. So we've been talking so much about carrying on, to keep going,
Yeah.
and not giving up, and that might feel like that might sound a little bit out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
When we say strength,
You feel
we
like,
have
where would
to.
I get that shit? Like, okay, ma'am, let me. There's something I want to ask. There are people now that just feel like, Emem, Etietop, the way you people are talking now. How do you want in this situation? Like, how do you want me to? Where do you want me to start? I've lost this money. I don't even have money to start this business. I don't even know where to start from. Where do I start? What kind of motivation is this? So I just wanted to. Is there anything you can just say to this kind of person that has this curious question in his mind or in her mind?
Okay, so first of all, let's really get a hold of what the strength we're talking about is. It is, when we say strength is the quality of being strong. Is a state where you're full of power, and power being applied, you definitely will get a result. Now, strength also can be a character trait. When we say character traits, those are the things that you can easily do, and for someone else it may seem impossible, it might seem difficult, but to you it gives you an edge over others.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
instance, what are these character traits we're talking about? We have adaptability. the ability for you to embrace your environment and
adapt to it.
and adapt to it. When you're able to embrace your environment and adapt to whatever situation or environment where you find yourself, it gives you an opportunity for you to seek solution, at that point where you are. We also have, effective communication is a character trait, which is a strength. These are different strengths where that people generate. So we have adaptability, we have effective communication, we have courage, and all of these things, if you want to name, if you want to list them out, they fall under four major category. We have the physical strength, we have the mental strength, we have the spiritual strength,
Very
and of
important,
course
spiritual
strength is part of it.
because even the Bible said that you shall draw from the well of salvation. So that's quite interesting. I believe you have been inspired and motivated in this podcast. This is where we're going to draw the curtain for today, and we believe to see you in the next podcast. Please don't miss the next podcast we're going to draw. It's going to be an amazing time.
And of course, I want to say thank you to my great listeners for being with us. And to be honest, we won't be here without you. So it's a blessing, having us here to talk with you. And we believe that with what we've shared today, it has given you a different outlook towards life and how you can carry on full of strength from God and His Word. So until we see you, until we talk with you again, I'm your host, Emem Frank.
Please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel and do well to follow us on our social media handles. The link will be on the description. We love you. Bye for now.
Thank you for listening to the Source Era podcast. If this episode inspired you, share it with someone. Follow the podcast and become part of our growing community. Be inspired. Stay informed. Join the era. See you in the next episode.